So you're looking at your list. That's the first thing to do, and say you begin to group the different types of allergies or restrictions or preferences that your guests have noted. Remember, in another talk, we talked about being very precise, very specific, ask specific questions. And so now you're there with the answers to those questions. And so let's say you've got people polling in 5 groups, like vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, shellfish allergies, lactose intolerant. Those are the 5 big ones. There are others, of course, and as you look at your list, you will determine whether the others are larger categories that we have to pay attention to, or if they are just outliers and I'll show you how we could ensure that they too get a meal that's appropriate for them. So what do? You really have to specialize and personalize the menu for your particular guests. So here's what I mean. If you're sitting with a list that has a good percentage of your guests either vegan or vegetarian, then you might want to simply include a vegan or vegetarian entree in the main meal, because you also have to consider whether you're having a buffet or a plated meal and so on. So indeed, with a large contingent of people having a specific dietary need, you can indeed make the main meal and have the meat eaters be the outliers. That's not typical, but it does happen. So the typical thing would be that you would have chosen a menu generally months before, because remember, at this point your RSVPs are coming back, so you're less than 30 days away from your event. So we're not planning the menu from scratch right now. We would have had a general menu taking into consideration people generally, and now we are going to tweak it for the ones in the poll here that have told you what they need. So now let's say you had a few gluten-free, a few lactose intolerant. What we would have done prior to all of this in the 6-7 months up to a year before, when we first did the menu for you, we typically, when you're doing a gala and you don't know your guests and you have a very large crowd, 3, 4, 5, 6, 700 people, we would have planned the side dishes in such a way that they would already not be things with gluten and with milk or eggs. So that's a general consideration to start with. So if you need to have a consultation with us concerning your menu and the restrictions, that your menu is friendly to your guests who have these restrictions or preferences, please give us a call. And the other aspect of getting this done is not just coming up with the menu, but being able to deliver it expertly to your guests at their table. So in another talk, we will talk about how to seat your guests with these preferences so that we can be successful on the service at your event.